And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, I believe it's time for a Friday night live stream. We haven't had a Friday night live stream in how long? It's been a long time. I honestly, if any of you guys in the chat know when the last time was that we had a Friday night live stream, please let us know, because it's been a while. But how's everybody doing? At the end of the week, how y'all doing? Get ready for the weekend and stuff. Hope you guys are excited. I know most people get time off in the weekends. We don't, but that's okay. Let's do Orlando life. But hope you guys are doing good this Friday evening. A little different. We were supposed to be here Tuesday, but plans change, things happen, we get busy. But we're here, and we got things to talk about. Couple things to talk about. Obviously, HHN, without us knowing, put out this little tiny text message video. With that, they didn't let us know they were going to do this. But they went ahead and they posted out something a little mysterious. We're going to dive into that. We're going to talk about that. Obviously, if you guys watched our last video, we actually posted this today, where we actually broke that down and discussed like the lore and the legend behind all that stuff, and gave you guys like the legend exposed, like what it really is all about. That was like a 15-minute video that we dove into. And so if you haven't seen it, go check it out and all that stuff. But we'll be probably discussing a couple things that we mentioned in that video, but probably not, because we talked about it in that long video, so you should go see it. So that was the legend exposed. We got that video out there and stuff, so that answers that. But we'll break down a little bit more of what this little secret message was that HHN has and what could it mean. I know the community is big on that. And then we have a little film to show you guys. Our buddies over at Southridge Films. Let me not get the name wrong. Our buddies over there, they went ahead and have this pretty dang awesome short that they gave us permission to show you guys in this live stream. We promoted it on our Instagram story earlier today in the day. I'm not sure exactly what time, but we're going to go ahead and play in our live stream maybe 10, 15 minutes or so, maybe 20 minutes, somewhere in the early to mid stage of the live stream. We're going to go ahead and play it for all of you guys to see. So, make sure you guys have something to eat, something to drink, sit back, enjoy it. Stephanie and I, we are featured in it. I'm dressed like I normally would look like, so you'll be easy to spot me there. But so we're going to be showing you guys that a little bit later on. And then we're going to be talking about some possible rumors and houses coming to the event. And I have something juicy to tell you guys, which we'll see. And Steph knows about this one. This is not a secret. Steph knows
something that wasn't in our video earlier?
No, we didn't put that in the video earlier. No. This was something left out.
Erica said, well done breaking it down. We got a lot from it. So.
Really? Okay, good. So what did you think about those two kids, though? That section was, honestly, I felt like that section was a little too much for us to put in there. But, like, you can't tell the story of, like, 3 of the icons without these 2 kids and how they actually relate to, like, the creators. So that part was, I know Stephanie was telling me, like, maybe we don't want to put that in there, but it's part of the lore, it's part of legend, all that stuff. So we did it. Whatever.
Your cosplay said it was a little too much.
What was a little too much? The kids?
Yes, so.
Hey, it was just speaking facts. So.
I was saying, Chris just thinks that Ghostface over there looking like he's sporting my haircut.
Right. With the polish. Great. Nice little polished look. So, before we dive into, though, how's everybody doing? Hey, do we have any of our... I forgot to mention this earlier.
I don't know if the video picked that up.
I don't know. Did you guys hear that? There's a bunch of people just laughing.
Yeah. All at once.
Do you think we're going to have any more, like, crazy demonic stuff happening in the stream? The lights start going out?
That was weird last
So
week.
what we did is we actually played back that live stream later that night, and we reviewed it, and it was our light, one of our main lights over here, I guess, just lowered itself.
Yeah.
But which is weird because it was already on its lowest setting. So
it's very weird.
Unexplained. I don't know. But I do want to bring this up. Our man here, Legion of Doom, becoming a member of the channel. What's up, and welcome to the channel. Legion of Doom. I know my man was talking about the Midnight. I don't know if anybody really knows who the Midnight is, but yes, you got a friend in me with that one. So, but anyways, hope you guys are doing good. What I miss you guys? Killing, you didn't miss anything. We just got started. We're behind a little bit, to be honest. We've been working every single day, and today we had so much that we had to do around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock-ish, I would say. About 6 o'clock or so, we're like, all right, let's do a little video, put it on Instagram, say we're going to go live in 2.5 hours, and we can finally relax. So what we did is we sat down like, all right, cool. You slept, right? A little bit?
I took a nap. Yeah.
Steph took a nap, and I was sitting with Hondo, and the next thing you know, it's like 7:40. I'm like, holy crap, we need to get ready. Like, we have to get ready to go live.
It's always like that.
And of course, like, we're a little behind. So I don't even have our notes here. I have nothing set up. We're winging this. I even got the protein shake and all right here, quick to go.
Dinner.
Yeah, I literally you and I both scarfed down dinner right before we got running down the stairs to get here.
Yeah, I know Chris, a little while ago was saying he was researching what coconut aminos are. Because I put that on my story that today for lunch I was having cocoa aminos with my shrimp.
Cocoa aminos?
Yeah.
It looks good. That looks
really
good. I know you're like basically eating air, but the
put
meals
that
are
with
good.
like some shrimp on like white rice and vegetables.
All right, so you guys ready to discuss some stuff? Should we dive into it?
Yeah.
Some fun stuff.
I know. Justin also asked if we're going to HHN Hollywood this year. Are we like officially?
You kind of broke news a month ago or so during one of the live streams. You said we were going to go, and we haven't really like discussed like official dates or anything. So I'm gonna put this out there. We do plan to go. I think it's the weekend of like the 21st.
September.
In September, right? And we will be going out to Hollywood, and we're going to check out HHN Hollywood. We're going to film it for you guys. We're going to go out for 2 nights. This is what the current plan is. And I say current because it might change. It might change. We're going to be out there for 2 nights. We're going to film one of those nights, and then the other night, I think we're just going to go and try to enjoy it without any cameras and just have a Steph and I time, which rarely happens nowadays. But we're going to go out there and try to enjoy it ourselves at least one of those nights. We'll film it and get it for you guys. And then we'll have a few days where we're actually, it's Chris in the chat, right? Chris doesn't. We're going to go to Disneyland. We're going to take Steph to Disneyland for a first time. We'll do 3 days over there in Disneyland, and that'll be like our vacation for the year, where we have those 3 days, no camera, no social media, just kind of enjoy it. And just like have us time. Maybe like Instagram or something, yeah. But more than likely, we'll probably put everything down and just kind of enjoy it for the year, because we'll be mid-season of HHN and Halloween going on, so that'll be like a little break until we pick it back up in October. But that's right now. That's the current plan, is going to be that weekend. So like I think Thursday we fly out. We'll be over there until Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days. Then we come back. But things might change, and I can't get into detail as to why, but I know there's a lot of things that are popping up on our end and stuff that actually is falling on that week and that weekend, where we're like, well, shoot, like maybe we can't go this weekend. Maybe we got to delay it next week or so, but we already have tickets and the flight and the hotel and all that stuff. So we'll see. We don't want to give an exact date yet and confirm on that, but that's when we should be out there in that time period. So yeah, we'll be out there on the West Coast for y'all. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys decide in the chat. Here we go. So spam 1 if you guys want to dive into the South Ridge film now. It's like a 10 to 11 minute short film. If you guys want to see that, spam 1, or spam 2 if you guys want to go ahead and dive into the short video, the little text message thing that HHN put out there. Which one would you guys like to see?
And then do the short film after.
Yeah, after. It would be vice versa, one or the other. I just spilled some stuff on me. Also, if you guys are here in the chat right now and you guys were here, was it last week, Tuesday?
Yeah.
I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support that you guys gave us in last week, Tuesday's live stream. It was the best live stream we've ever had. It was the most fun I've ever had doing a live stream. I think it was the most fun I've ever had on the channel. Like doing work for the channel. I had so much fun because we did that little intro, and obviously I'm breaking character right now for you guys, but this comes from the heart. that intro we created. I was really excited for you guys to see it and put you guys in the mood of it. And then sure enough, HHN's also playing along with their stuff, and we're just trying to get you guys in the spirit of it. So I was excited for it already, and we were really pushing for it. There's a lot of things happening in the community with HHN, and a lot of you guys showed up, more people than I ever even thought was going to show up in any of our live streams. And we had so many of you guys there, and you guys were, super supportive. You guys were talking a lot and engaging with each other. And it was just a lot of fun. Like, we really appreciate it. And we gained 37 new members that night, which was fantastic, and for all of you guys who are new members who were gifted membership and stuff. First of all, thank you for being here and supporting us. And a huge shout out to those who gifted you guys the members and stuff. Make sure you guys thank them if you can. And you get that membership, I think it's for 1 month. And then if you want to renew, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. I mean, it's a free country. Do whatever you want, right? Free world. And so shout out to all you guys for being here. If you guys were there last week and stuff. If not, welcome aboard. Get ready for that. So
it looks like mostly twos.
All right, so we're seeing some twos. All right, so we're going to save the South Ridge film. We're going to go ahead and big tease to stay at the end for the short.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So should we do the short film at the end? Right, more towards the end and stuff as the big reveal.
Maybe not the ending, but
not like the end,
yeah.
But mid to back end. Is our buddies from South Ridge here? I know we saw one of their messages earlier.
Yeah.
What if we let them decide?
They said one.
Oh, really?
But I'm biased.
Oh, is that what this? Where did you see that? Oh, I can see one, but I'm biased. Is Curbis here? Is Curbis gonna wreak havoc?
I think there was a comment saying Curbis was here.
Right. Yeah, we here. Yo, Nick Romes. There we go. Hey, so the whole fam's here. By the way, I just want to let you guys know the team over at Southridge, freaking phenomenal. Steph and I try to do our little shorts and stuff. We're a bunch of amateurs, but these are just a bunch of kids. What it really reminds me of, and I don't think I've ever told the team this, but Steph and I, we talk about them all the time. It really reminds me, and me and Steph were never alive during this time period, but it looks like the original Halloween cast and crew.
Yeah, that's what we
and
imagine that to be.
Right, and the Texas Chainsaw film team and stuff. It's that atmosphere of these kids who just have this passion for it and got together and just have fun, and they're making this little thing into something much bigger than what it truly is, and it's fantastic. And a huge thank you for them to have us out there and be a part of it, because it was a blast. Yes. We have a blast, but
we still have a million mosquito bites, but
yeah, we're still itching for mosquito bites. So, but anyways, well, it seems like a lot of people said two, so we'll hold it until the end. So just stay tight, guys. I know you have some patience. I know you're old.
So we can talk about the little video that HHN posted first, and then with that we can kind of answer this chat from Halloween Junkie. Yeah,
our boy Halloween Junkie back with the 20, saying with the rumor that HHN will have a Jack house about his past, do you think it'll have Eddie in it, and do you think it'll have a Texas Chainsaw meets Carnival type feel to it, or just Carnival? That's a really good question. If we really see something, I don't even know if it really is gonna be about Jack. I think Jack's gonna be kind of known to be there presence-wise, but I don't think it's gonna be focused necessarily on him. I think we could see something more Dr. Oddfellow perspective, where we get to know his character more. Yeah, where we get to see his character more, his background and stuff, because that leads into Jack. Now, my personal opinion with this whole talk of, and we mentioned this earlier in our video, if you guys got to see that, about the legend. I don't think the legend necessarily is of Jack or Dr. Oddfellow.
It's bigger.
I think it's something bigger, and it really relates to fear possibly, and something even bigger than fear. Because remember, HHN purely exists because of fear. Fear himself is basically, what causes the events at HHN, and Jack was but a pawn within that. However, I think, they could even be talking about the legend of Jack. The legend is real, how he came to be. It could be that simple, but I'm really hoping they're looking at something a little bit bigger. And I think if we do something based on Jack, I think it's going to be more about Dr. Oddfellow, the start, how Dr. Oddfellow was kind of wanted by the law enforcement and stuff like that, and what did he do? Because Jack was off. Obviously, Jack was crazy and sinister, like, and killed people and stuff like that. But Dr. Oddfellow was not really like. At least this is what I got from the story. Dr. Oddfellow obviously was wanted by the police, and when he found out what Jack was doing, instead of being like freaked out and stuff, he was just worried that it was going to get the police onto his tail a little bit more. So he just murdered Jack, and he's like, "Yep, that's it, done deal." So like, I wonder what Dr. Oddfellow is like. If he's just willing to do that, like, you know, no care or whatever. What did he do before? So I wonder if that's what we're kind of getting into, which of course would be freaking awesome. So I love the lore, especially of HHN, man. Like, they got so much to play around with there. So, well, let me, hey, Halloween Junkie, again, thank you so much for being here. I know my man joined, last week in the stream and stuff, became a member and all that stuff. Huge shout out to you. Thank you again. All right, let me see.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be more so like Dr. Oddfellow, which we haven't really had like at the event. Like, we have the lore and like the backstory with him, but we haven't had him as a character necessarily, right?
Like physically present, like present.
So that'd be cool.
And it's like, you know, I'm Star Wars fan and stuff. My favorite, you know, timepiece in Star Wars universe is like the Clone Wars, the prequels and stuff like that. So I feel like with HHN, maybe we can see some of that. And, you know, how did the director come to be? How did the caretaker come to be? The storyteller? How did Jack come to be? Chance? And start seeing that history of them beforehand. And then as we get, you know, into future years, we see their end story. You know, kind of wrapping up their character arcs, and then we can push those icons, the original icons, aside, kind of like a Marvel phase where you have the original 6. You know, they kind of wrap up their story, and then we start diving into new icons. Maybe bring up Cindy, bring up like Cindy Kane. Maybe bring up, I say the Pumpkin Lord because he's kind of in that category, you know. So we could bring him up and some other things involved, and start getting a new list of icons. Maybe have a couples icon. You know,
Aaron really wants a couple.
I would love to have a couples icon where you got. I use Stephanie as an example, obviously, but where like Stephanie basically is the ruler of like Universal, and I'm overtaking Islands of Adventure. So you can bring both parks in the mix, and it's both of the couples basically like welcome you into their nightmares and stuff.
You can do that with like Jack and Eddie.
Yeah, I mean, even Jack and Eddie, even Jack and Chance. I mean, you can do it with anybody. You can have caretaker, usher, if you want, your director and the usher, and do that like a film year and stuff.
I think a like film year would be really cool. And make it like old Hollywood.
Yeah, old one. Yeah, I agree.
That would be really cool.
Like 1920s and 1950s, right? Halloween Junkie back again. My man, it's gonna keep going. With another 20 saying also fun. This is for Hollywood trip. Thank you. Appreciate it, my man. We appreciate it. Halloween Junkie.
Also, no, right. We've never done the like shark attack thing over at Chez Alcatraz.
Oh.
The little bar. They have the little like the drink is like a shark attack, and they put like a shot in the.
It's cute.
We've never done that.
It's not really our style, to be honest.
I normally just get a beer, and I just get like a White Claw.
Yeah.
If we get anything to drink.
I mean, hey, shout out to the people who love doing that, and especially for the bartenders who take part in it. I mean, obviously it's cool, it's for the experience. But like Steph and I, the type of people where we're like, hey, just here for the drinks. Thanks. Hope you're all doing good. All right, we'll see you. You know, that's just us. That's just us. So, all right, let me see if I could pull up this video real quick for you guys on the screen. What was it on? It was on. Oh, yep.
Instagram and Twitter.
Oh, that's right. I could just go on Instagram. Or just go on Instagram.
Brian, did you show me Terrifier 2?
No, I haven't. I've never even watched the Terrifier films.
Brian would not.
I don't think I would watch them at all. Whenever there's a movie that's just really focused on like gore, I could care less for that. I'm not really a gore fanatic, I guess you could say. I'm still getting used to the horror community, guys. I'm slowly getting involved in and stuff. So.
Just said you're more of a boozy Dole Whip float kind of guy.
Is it the shirt that's kind of giving off that vibe?
I do love a good Dole Whip.
I haven't had one of those in so long. I haven't been to Disney in so long.
We don't go to Disney.
Yeah, we're not Disney fans, Chris.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like horror movies that don't have like as much emphasis on the plot. I don't know if that's how the Terrifier movies are, but that's what I've heard, is it's like gore for the sake of gore rather than for the sake of it being part of the plot. Which I like a lot of gore, but I prefer it to like have a purpose.
Yeah,
I don't know if that sounds
honestly, it's your taste. That's the thing with one thing that I've learned too, is like horror movies in general. It's such a diverse group on taste. You know, I mean, there are so many different ways you can go about with like horror type of movies and stuff. And, you know, some people love it, some people hate it based on how it's presented. And, you know, is it just extreme gore, or is it more like, you know, like, more like what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like psychological, like in your mind. Is it slashers? Is it like home invasions? Is it paranormal? Do we have like aliens involved and things like that? There's a whole bunch of different ways to go about it, and I think it depends on your taste and preference. As long as, you know, people are respectable about it, you know, I think it's really cool to see the different variations. It's not like if you were to do horror, all you could do is slasher films, and that's the only thing that'll be successful. That's the only thing people like. There are different routes you can go, and maybe even play around with a couple of those, at least from like a filmmaker's perspective. Like, really, there isn't a ceiling. I mean, there's just endless bounds of where you can go with it and stuff. But obviously, you're gonna have people that like it, and people that don't. So,
Daydreamer Pictures said I was one of the grabbers in Horrors of Blumhouse last year. Nice.
Oh, really? Who said this?
Daydreamer Pictures.
Oh, nice. Hey, shout out.
Yeah, welcome in.
Daydreamer Pictures. There you go. So there's one of those people that we need to lock up. The grabbers. No, that part of the house was decent. I wish it was much more, to be honest. But
we really liked. We went through that house as like our first house of the night one time.
We only went twice.
Yeah, we didn't go through it much because the line was always so freaking long.
We had express pass. We had no excuse not to go in the house. The real reason is because the freaky portion of the house we just did not care at all for. It was not worth us waiting more than 20 minutes to even go through it. So.
But yeah, we did have the one time that we went through as our first house out of Stay and Scream. So it was still kind of like, it was still bright outside. That was like the scariest house I've ever gone through.
I'm not going to lie.
So I couldn't see anything.
I ran into the wall 3 times, and I reached out thinking Steph was in front of me. And who was that? I grabbed somebody. I thought it was you.
Chris?
No, you were in front of me.
Chris and Wash.
Yeah, but you were in front of me. And I think I grabbed somebody, but I think the person that I grabbed was the person that was behind me. I don't know how we got swapped around. And
yeah.
I was at a point where it's like, it's just dark. I need to find a way out. I can't see.
It was so dark in there.
Which was kind of cool, but it was to the point where I'm like, I'm just gonna go straight into somebody at some point.
We had someone else say that they were also a grabber. Do you guys know each other?
Is there another grabber? Hey, how many grabbers are in the chat right now?
Are we attracting grabbers into our live stream?
We might have to end the stream, guys. This might be it. Because to be honest, we don't want another one of these situations to happen. Anyways, so a couple of grabbers. Okay, cool, sweet. Also, or a darling.
Chris said I'm a grabber, but I've never been scared. I wouldn't admit that.
Let's be careful now. We all know who's watching. Also, I think or a darling. Just anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
No.
Nothing. Just $10. Just because. Why not?
Same with
Daydreamer Pictures. You guys just $10 and $2 here. Just.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. With nothing said. Those are the people you have to be careful with. They just send it and they don't say anything.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your eye on those people. What is it you need? But thank you though, seriously.
Yeah. Does Universal allow you to pick your preferred house, that would be awesome. But no.
No, unfortunately.
They just tell here you go.
Yeah, and the way they do it's because it's the audition process. It's a typecast, so they see you and they're like, "You'd
be good for this."
Yeah. You'd be great to die.
I mean, not like to your face.
You look good enough that we're gonna kill you, and you're gonna be a victim in the event. Oh, great.
That was how you guys are always asking for like stories about when we were characters, and my first year, I went in for my audition, and they like looked at me really hard, but then they were like, I didn't get it, and like 2-3 months later, they had something happen, something fell through, or there was a house change at the last minute.
It was the last like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It was a month.
And then they emailed me literally like 2 weeks before the first rehearsal. So I think that they were like, if we do this house, like
she's the one
good for that.
Yeah.
But they weren't sure if they were doing that house.
Yeah. Which ended up being the Horrors of Blumhouse.
Yeah.
What was it? Happy Death Day?
Yeah.
Right. So that I think that was like a contract thing they were working on, and last second it was like, boom, we're on it, and they went with it. So, which was really, which thankfully that happened because we're here today because.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that was actually, it was a pathway to it.
Yes.
His loss was unnecessary. Or his death was a necessary loss. Soon, I will have much younger and far more powerful.
We just lost 5 members.
Why? Y'all don't like Star Wars? All right. Anyways, all right.
Halloween Junkie did just gift
I
2
can't see
memberships to Crystal and Benny Bob. So
all right. Hey, Halloween Junkie with the 2 gifted memberships. Thank you, first of all.
Yeah.
And Crystal and Benny Bob. Hey, Benny Bob and Crystal, they've been around for some time. Hey, huge shout out to you guys. Thanks for joining. But Halloween Junkie, thanks for the gifted members, man. Appreciate it. We are continuously growing in the memberships, which is fantastic. I realized today when we were editing our videos, I was like, holy smokes, we have to like update our outros with the new members on it. And we were like, the list is a little too long. We don't fit on one screen. So we have to merge like 2 screens together, which it's fantastic. We don't mind it. So also, are you typing up to Hufflepuff?
Yeah.
Hufflepuff, Team Hufflepuff. But anyways, like I said, let me go ahead and show you guys the little video I'm sure we've all seen. But as you guys can see, here you go. This is what's kind of going around in the community, where HHN's featuring a text message between me and my mother. Says, you think the legend of HHN's true? She told me yes. So I was like, all right, well, that's bad things, happen to those who go alone. She's like, that's right. And I was like, what makes you so sure? And then I don't know. She barfed. And this is what we got. Now, when I first saw this and stuff, I was like, all right. My immediate first of all, truly, to be truthful, our immediate reaction was, you gotta be kidding me. Like, the series that Steph and I are working on since last year it's a little too close to what HHN's doing. And it's kind of making me a little worried because I'm like, all right, this is kind of cool, but I don't want them to be too similar. So shout out to HHN because obviously it's the same thing we're doing. But anyway, so that was the first thought that we had in mind. The second thought was, I'm hoping that this isn't a case where this jumble... can I pause this video, right? Let's see, I'm gonna pause it here in a second. And we're gonna find out. That's right. What makes you so sure? Oh, I can pause. I paused too early. Scribble Scrabble, 3rd grade. There you go.
We saw so many people speculating what that could mean.
Well, before we get into that, we were looking at it and we were saying, I hope this isn't just nothing. I hope it really means something. And within, 10 minutes, somebody's like, I cracked the code. Yeah. We're like, what? I haven't even stopped watching this video,
I will say, if it's the way that you told me, that's the first thing that I would do. Because I was trying to figure it out. Is just like, copy, put it into Google, and see what pops up.
And people are, there's a couple of things it could be, but what it seems like is this phrase saying, my harvest is inescapable.
If they have
or is it inescapable?
Inescapable.
Right? Am I saying that right?
If
Something
they
like
have
that.
corn again this year,
4 hurricanes for you, Orlando. 4 hurricanes come at your way. But see, the word harvest could mean, obviously, in the reference what Stephanie puts at it, but it could be anything. Like, harvest is used in so many different usages. It's used in so many different usages. I get an A for grammar in my English.
Yeah, we did see, like, the first symbol kind of looks like Dead by Daylight. We also saw, like, they look similar to the ones in Under the Dark.
Similar, but not exact, but yeah.
Yeah, but...
Yeah. So, my harvest is inescapable. The main thing is, if that truly is what it is, I don't care about harvest, inescapable. My question, and I think a lot of people's question is too, is my. Who's the my, right? Who's that coming from? And I want to know who's the text messages between. Who's sending the text message out? Who's receiving it and replying? And then obviously seems like it gets hacked. And I'm wondering, is this the podcast lady or whatever getting a text from somebody saying, hey, like, you think the legend is true? Bad things happen to those who go alone, what makes you so sure that it is,
I love that they're still sticking with this never go alone thing.
Okay. That was another thing I wanted to get into. A lot of people, and I've seen a good amount of people are kind of upset where they're like, again, with the never go alone. Yes.
At least she didn't say, or at least the text didn't say, bad things happen to people who don't bring their Scream Squad.
Yeah, right. Bring other people to make us more money, folks. Come on, get involved. But the thing is, why I think the never go alone tag is being used still to this day is because there is stories that we have not finished up with. And this started back in HHN 30, right? The never go alone tag. HHN 30. If you guys remember, for HHN 30, we actually got YouTube videos and short videos of this random static TVs and random jumbled up stuff. Like, this isn't the first time we've seen this happen. So maybe it's going back to HHN 30, and there's some lore, there's some message still there. And the reason why I kind of forgot about it was simply because hold on, let me remove this. Was simply because Jack was presented and he had all these TVs. So I was like, oh, that's what it is. But one thing I still feel like we haven't gotten the answers to, and maybe we did. If you guys know in the community, in the chat, please let us know, remind me, because I probably forgot. But remember the tribute store from HHN 30? Who was that about? Because the tribute store obviously was somebody who knows a lot of things about HHN, who knows the stories and stuff. And then at the very end of the tribute store was that carriage that seems like it was transporting somebody in an old time from Shady Brook that looks like it crashed and whoever was released. Yeah. So I wonder if there's a story around that tribute store and a character there. And like I said, I could be very wrong. And if so, please let me know in the chat, because then I'll stop talking. But if that's the case, I wonder if that's where the legend's coming from. And that's where it all started, because obviously that predates the time period of HHN in the 90s. That is years, decades before. So
it would be interesting though if they go back to that story, because last year they just didn't do anything with that, and now they're coming back to it, which would be kind of weird.
But it might be, remember the theory we had where it's we think HHN needs to do an elongated story and not feature it mainly in 1 year, but they tease it out for the next few years, and then boom, anniversary year, it's this big whole hidden secret that they've had.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's what path they're on, and we get a little bit of the story and one of the puzzles this year, and maybe they keep next year again, Never Go Alone, 34, Never Go Alone, and 35, the anniversary year, is the final year for Never Go Alone, and you'll see why. It's this whole story that comes together, and that'll end that phrase. Unless HHN's just really trying to market and use that phrase, Never Go Alone, and they're trying to trademark it and be like, all right, that's us. That's what we're using. So, but real quick, I want to bring this up. Halloween Junkie, again, just doesn't stop, doesn't leave. We're about to cap them off here. Leave. $10 for this is for the puppies. Nice. For all the little guys out there.
Hondo so, thank you, though. Any super chats today, because he was a bad boy today. He was just not good.
He's been crazy. I think he's just kind of cooped up because we've been so busy working in the house that he's just
been really reactive with other. people and dogs.
Yeah. I had to give him a talking today. And
he thinks he's like...
Yeah, all high and mighty.
Yeah, like a big boy now.
Yeah, so then Mommy and Daddy had to beat him up. And he's like, no.
We don't actually beat him. You just say that as like...
I look at him and say, hey, motherfucker, I'm gonna get you. And he knows.
Yeah, never go alone equals more ticket purchases.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't go alone. Please, come with somebody else. Buy something. Buy more. Buy double. Buy all. That's what it's gonna be. Buy all.
Mom said Pornhub.
Halloween Horror Nights. Buy it all.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the new slogan. Spend more money at Halloween Horror Nights.
Is how empty your bank account's gonna be after this.
We spend a lot of money with HHN. Obviously, all this costs money, and this all goes to HHN. And they're like,
not
more.
all of it.
Okay, name one thing on this table.
It doesn't directly go to HHN. Like the price of this did not go to...
How do you know they're not the one who made those and they're making royalty off those pumpkins? Hey, I'm just saying. So
yeah, he probably does need a brother or sister. We're just waiting till we get in the house.
Yeah, which the closing day got pushed back again. So
everybody's saying poor Hondo. Oh goodness.
Poor Hondo.
It's like Nana.
Poor Nana. All right. Anyways, so get back on topic here. Let's get back on topic.
Sorry.
Let's not detrain us here, guys. So, we have the that little symbol. A lot of people are saying it says my harvest is inescapable. Whose harvest is it? Harvest Alabama.
Maybe the Pumpkin Lord are bringing him back.
I don't think so, and I could see them bringing him back, but I don't know. I feel like.
Tom and Nikki said King Crow from Hollywood.
But would they do a joint coastal thing like that, this early?
That was from Scarecrow the Reaping, and we had Scarecrow the Reaping originally.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, but I feel like with it says by harvest, I don't think it's around that text. I think they mean like harvesting of souls. And I feel like it's with, when they use the my harvest is inescapable, Halloween Horror Nights is used as the bait where they harvest souls. And it's the fact that people can't, once you're there, you can't leave. You can't escape that. And I feel like, somebody's overlooking that. And, I always lean to fear because fear is the overall story, but I wonder if there's something a little bit. So, only says you're going to have to wait till we do our little Instagram series. We'll explain a little bit of that.
Yeah, Benny Bob said there was a scare zone called The Harvest. Yes, that was at 28, and actually, The Harvest was supposed to be in the Men in Black tent. It was supposed to be a house, and then they got Blumhouse on board, and then they just moved it into a street, and it was like that first street.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Plus,
maybe that was supposed to be like a lore house that we never got.
Maybe. I mean, Daydreamer Picture says Harvest. That sounds strange. I mean, we've seen some stranger things happen at the event, so.
Yeah, a lot of stranger things. I'm not getting there.
All right, so moving on. Realize just like that's already at 46 minutes in the live stream. Time flies by, guys.
We talked about one thing.
We did one discussion basically.
We're like all over the place tonight.
This music though, hold up. You guys hear this music?
Beth said no more Stranger Things. Why not, Beth? We actually were thinking about starting a rewatch on the whole show.
Alright, you don't want me to play my music stuff? Steph and I might actually do an entire rewatch. We'll watch season 1. Actually, real quick question. Spam, I need to know this in the chat. We may not do it. We may not do this. But it was just a thought. Because we want to obviously produce as much content as we can with you guys. And we want to engage with you guys as much as you can. But spam 1 in the chat if you guys would be interested in doing an entire Stranger Things rewatch with Steph and I, like over live streams. Like what we do, we have our typical live streams, but in that week we'll also do like a random Wednesday night, Friday night, depending on when we do our streams. where we'll do a rewatch with Stranger Things. So spam 1 in the chat if you guys would be interested in doing an entire rewatch of the entire Stranger Things season 1, 2, 3, and 4 for type 1, and type 2 if you guys think it's the stupidest idea I've come up with yet.
I'm gonna put 2.
You're so mean. And 11. Jessica Rivas said 11.
11.
Which means Stranger Things. Like 11, I guess.
1 times 2, I guess. Well, no, I guess 1 2 times.
Oh.
Not times 2.
The math ain't math in there, hon.
All right. Been at the parks all week looking for anything. Yeah. We haven't been recently, but the last time we did go, I think the last time we went was when we were going to see the Men in Black tent. Anytime we go to the parks, we're like,
yeah, it's been a long time.
Trying to peek behind the backstage areas.
Yeah,
So
no,
you can
it's
see anything.
it is. I know. Hold on, let me put it on. I know Fungi Gamer was saying, will Netflix allow it? Now we won't actually like show it on the screen because it'll probably get taken down and might get assassinated that night. But what we'll end up doing, what happened?
Chris, definitely not the stupidest idea. Remember that one time you got a call from your mom during a video?
That was the opening.
That was his
That was the very first thing. All right, Chris. Be careful. Don't get too comfortable now, son. But yeah, so like what we'll do is it'll be one of those where we'll tell everybody, all right, we're gonna start at 3, 2, 1. You guys all click it, and we'll just kind of watch it along. Of course, these episodes are an hour long, so I don't know the logistics on how we'll do it, but it's something we thought of because Steph and I really want to watch. I at least really want to get into Stranger Things again and watch it because I don't know.
Brian's been wanting to rewatch Stranger Things since we finished season 4.
Yeah, I've only seen season 1 and 2 one time, that was years ago.
I've seen season 1 I think 4 times, and I've seen season 2 or 3 times. Season 3 only once. I didn't like season 3.
But anyways, it's just something I was just thinking about. Maybe we'd like to increase the content and get into that. Yeah. Could be fun, but I don't know. It seems like we got a lot of 1s.
Yeah.
So it seems like you guys are interested in. I'll look into the logistics of actually getting that done, and then I'll get back with you. Also, I think Chris said doing for members only. It's really hard to just do a live stream for members only because it's public for anybody to watch, but the chat is what would be members only in the chat. So if we did something like members only to watch, I would literally only want it to be where only our members see it. So I'm not sure. But speaking of members only, we even put this in our members only community tab if you guys get to see it, where we did a little poll. And I think it was unanimous with the voting, but we're going to do a Discord. We're going to open up Discord at some point here soon where our members are going to be able to get involved and talk with each other, because we realized, and this was a good point by Steph, the only time that you guys actually get to discuss things with each other is here in our live streams. And we don't get to do a live stream every week, and which is unfortunate. We'll try our best to, but we want you guys to be able to, of course, engage with one another. This is what this whole channel is for, is to have a community with all each other and to discuss Halloween Horror Nights and our channel and things, going on around all of us in the haunt community and whatever. But there's a good point by Steph is the fact that they only get to talk during the live stream. So it's like with the Discord, we can actually go ahead and have our members be able to just chat with each other, anything you guys want. Of course, keep it civil. And Steph and I will be in there and chat, and we can do some fun stuff and all planned with you guys. But we'll just do it for our members only. So if you guys are a member, we'll set that up and stuff. And if you guys want to become a member, you can become a member. If you don't want to, you don't have to, because we'll be doing these live streams where you can chat more and stuff. Or just shoot me a message on Instagram.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I know this is off topic, but Benny Bob said that the orphanage that Cindy went to was called Good Harvest.
Ooh. That's actually a good point. It was.
That is interesting.
And if you want to know the story about Cindy used to draw some pretty scary pictures and stuff, and one of them was of her school catching fire and everyone dying inside of it. And that's what ended up happening. Her school caught fire. And if you went into the scary Ohio house, That's that one scene where you go in that burning building. It was a school. We don't need no. Anyways, Cindy was there. Yeah, and Cindy was there, you know, scaring and stuff. So that maybe it's what it is. She's saying
that's what
my harvest is inescapable.
Thing is blue. Maybe it's like the schoolhouse on fire.
The circus.
Doesn't really look like the schoolhouse, but
I don't know.
Maybe.
That's actually a good catch. Again, I gotta bring up Halloween Junkie. Back again, 1,000. You do that, and with Fear Street. Also, Brian from Orlando, house confirmed for HHN 2023. Not for this year. Not for this year. Hold up. Not for this year, folks. But coming to your Halloween Horror Nights 2023 is the Hondo House.
That's what Jim said.
Yeah, Hondo's Revenge. For us to give him a hard time today.
Oh, goodness. That'd be scary.
Halloween Horror Nights, Hondo's Revenge. Never come out without a treat. We'll figure it out. I don't know. Our teleprompter thing is broken, so I can't see what's going on.
It can be the main dog and
the main dog. The main dog and devil dogs. That's cool. But Halloween Junkie, thanks again for the 10. Seriously, we're cutting you off now. You're done.
Chris said you can stream and do watch parties in Discord. You didn't know that.
Oh.
That could be an option.
You see, it's good having members around. It's actually good having
members who know.
Yeah,
things.
it's good having people that actually know what's going on. We don't know what we're doing, guys.
We've heard this word Discord before. Maybe we should do that.
We'll do it. Sure, people want to talk. Okay, yeah, let's try that out. Maybe we'll do like a live stream like this. Oh, you could do a live stream in a Discord and it's just the members? Oh.
Yeah.
I knew that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that then.
That's a good idea.
So maybe we'll have a Discord obviously open for our members only, and we'll do planned members only watch parties and stuff like that. You know? That'd be fun. It's just because there's so many episodes, obviously. If we're just talking about Stranger Things, so many episodes and seasons that we would want to get accomplished this year leading up to the event. It would be a lot to put on YouTube, so it might be something we don't have to promise, obviously, with
we could even do live streams of or watch parties of any of the IPs that are announced, when they're announced. If we get a movie or something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. That'd be cool.
I'm trying to think of.
Well, so I do want to say this. Steph and I this year, we have a crap ton of ideas and plans. Obviously, not all of them are going to get done because some of these ideas and plans we have cannot happen until 3 or 4 years from now. But we're excited for them, and I think you guys are going to enjoy them. We're trying to get creative with the channel. We don't want to just do some typical videos like we've had in the past. We want to broaden our range in styles and how we do stuff. We want this community to just have a good time. That's what this is about. You know, we want you guys to be able to get excited leading up to the event. We want you guys to enjoy it, and then of course be able to talk with us about it, and then get to go and experience it. So it builds your hype for it, and then afterwards we can discuss it, and then rest in our coffin for 2 months or so.
Well, we got a super chat.
All right, so if you guys know who this guy, if you don't know who this guy is, welcome to Brian from Orlando, as we like to call it, Jim Daniels Show.
Yeah, Chris said BFO presented by JD.
Yeah, presented by JD, the executive producer here at the show. Jim Daniels with I don't even want to say it. The $100. The hunting by Hondo. Train him to get Chucky. Hondo fights Chucky in the upcoming Hondo Revenge. I don't know. I gotta work on it. Our teleprompter's not working today. In other words, I'm tired. Anyways, Jim with the 100, my man. Just like that, we're cutting you. Just like that. It's done. But we appreciate it again, my man. If you guys don't know Jim, been a huge supporter of the channel, I think, since the start, and he's fantastic guy. We've gotten the chance to talk with him and stuff, so great person. Thank you again for all the support, my man. So, Jim Daniels, welcome to the chat. It's not a stream without him. Since
we're almost an hour in, should we do are we done talking about the...
I think it's time for us to do the South Ridge film. Yeah. You guys ready for a little spooky?
Yeah.
A little spooky. I'm excited.
Get your popcorn.
All right, so I want to make sure You guys have all your food, drinks ready to go. Is Southridge still in the chat? Did we bore him to death? Mitchie D, I see, saying, I dig the 80s tunes in the background. Well, welcome to the channel.
We're still here.
We got 80s all the time.
Curvis is ready.
Curvis is ready. All right, my man. Curvis, we're sending 100 people your way, so go ready. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and actually cut the music down. Got to cut the music down for this. It's kind of awkward without hearing the music.
I don't
you see,
like that.
Right? That's what you got to have the 80s in your life. You got to be vibing. All right. All right, so type 1 in the chat if you guys are ready to see the short film. Type 2 if you guys are not. Also, actually, I just realized we're also at 45 likes. If we're not up to 70 likes, I'm not starting the short film. How about that? Just like that, I'm holding a knife to y'all's necks right now. 45 likes. Let's get it up to 75. If we can get it to 75, we're starting to film right now. So again, a huge shout out to the folks over at Southridge for having us and stuff to be a part of this, really this universe that they're putting together with these characters. It's fan-freaking-tastic. I've gotten to see them work on set, and honestly, they're not just talented and stuff, but they're good people, which is something that we enjoy seeing it on. And it's people who truly have a passion for what they do. And like I said, it's just a bunch of kids getting together, making some pretty badass stuff. So, and we love it. And we're thankful for being a part of it. We can't thank them enough for having us on it. And
it's fun.
I don't think I've told them this, but hopefully, if I know they're here and they're listening to this, but hopefully if we can get the house thing situated and stuff, we're going to be having our countdown to HHN in August like we do on YouTube. And we're going to be able to put on a bigger show for you guys. We're going to have a bigger studio, bigger setup, and we would love to have the folks from Southridge. I know this is a lot for you guys. I hope you guys have your lawyer ready to go. But we'd love to have them on the show so you guys will actually get to see them and do a live stream with you guys and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. We'll see. We'll see what they say. They're gonna pull the plug. They're like, no, don't show it. All right, 64 likes. All we need is 11 more. We'll get started. In the meantime, we also have some super chats we got to get to here. Halloween Junkie, you can't stop me, not today. What's that song? No, that's not the right song I'm thinking.
Are you thinking of Queen?
Don't stop me now, because I'm spending all my money. Here's another 10 for Brian and Steph.
Okay.
Anyways, Halloween Junkie, again, my man, thank you so much. We truly appreciate the support, but that's it. We're cutting you. I'm going to start returning the money. Legion of Doom, by the way, brand new member of the channel as of today. Legion of Doom with the 5 here saying, would you ever consider doing a live stream solely focused on the early days of HHN? My first year was 2006, and I have a lot of great stories. Actually, yeah. I would very much be interested in talking about the early days of HHN. Yeah. The problem is Steph and I never got to really experience that. Now, Stephanie, when did HHN truly get introduced to you? I know your first year was 2018. That's even when you first heard of it, right? So I was born in Miami, and I remember as a young kid, I was freaked out by horror stuff, but I remember seeing commercials of HHN, and I remember my dad taking my mom to HHN when they were younger, like decades ago. But anyways, it was one of those things where HHN's kind of always been in the back of my life. Yeah. And stuff. I was like, I knew it exists, and I always thought it was just this satanic cult thing. I was so freaked out about it.
I loved haunted houses growing up, but we had Cedar Point, and they had like a haunt type of thing there. And anytime I ever saw Horror Nights, I always kind of thought it was similar to like Cedar Point's. I think they call it like Hollow Weekends. So I always thought it was like not as great haunted houses. Not like their haunted houses are bad, but they have a lot of them, and they're just kind of like, eh. So I liked going to the bigger haunted houses in the area that were at, like, you know, like jails and asylums and those sorts of things. So when I came down here, I was like, I guess it'd be cool to go to Horror Nights. And then my first fall that I spent down here, because we never came down in the fall when I was growing up. We always came in the spring. So my first fall down here, I went to War Nights. But that was 2018. That's when I worked it.
Yeah, which 2018 and 2019, fantastic years. But I think what we would do is, to get to your point, Legion of Doom, if we can get the house situated and we get our studio set up, like I said, we're going to have a whole bigger studio and design and stuff. And it really is, I'm hoping it's going to become like a nighttime show for you guys that we can create in the month of August. But I would love to find, and I actually have somebody on my mind and somebody that I'm going to reach out to depending on how it goes, but somebody who has been going to HHN during the early years and get them on the show so they can actually talk about their experience and what it was like.
Yeah.
Because if not, Steph and I can't really give you that experience and that entertainment and stuff. So it'd basically be like, anybody here been from the early years, please let us know your stories and then we can like talk back in that. But it might be more useful to have somebody here on set who can actually go ahead and give us stories of like earlier years, then see you guys' reactions if you've done it and experienced it. And then we can live that story kind of like as the viewer versus the entertainer. So I like that point, and I might actually take that idea and put it down and reach out to my buddy then, see if we can do that. So Legion of Doom, thanks, and by the way, thanks for being here and enjoying good quality music. By the way, all right, so that's enough. We held them long enough. Southridge Films, they're hanging tight. We'll make something work. I saw those messages. We'll get in contact with you guys here in a minute. We'll do that, but let's present probably the coolest freaking short film I've seen ever. This was honestly so much fun to be a part of. So here they are, Southridge Films. As you guys can see, the past videos that they have. Lady Gwyn, she's kind of cute. All right, Tales from the Book of Kerbis, Chapter 6. This right here is Kerbis Awakened. I want to make sure the audio is good. Did you guys hear the audio? Is the audio playing for you guys, first of all? I want to make sure that's clear. Let me know if you can hear that audio playing in the start.
Yes.
Chris, you better hurry up with that popcorn. We're not waiting long. You've had 1 hour to get ready for this moment. Don't make me start the countdown again.
Oh, gosh. Everybody said yeah.
Okay. I see Southridge saying, is that Kerbis saying I can hear it? You're in it, my man. Of course you can hear it. All right. Here we go. You ready? Make sure it's easy. All right. I'm excited. This thing was so freaking cool, guys. All right. Starting to count down in 5, 4, 3, 2.
For on these days, creatures and spirits from beyond cross over to the land of the living. Beware, Lady Gwyn. Beware, Puka. Beware the Doulahan and their mighty steed. Beware dark fairies and their mischievous traps. But most of all, beware the Slua, who come to steal your soul. Among them is Kerbis, the demon of fall, and he is the one who scares most of all. A howl marks his approach as death draws in near. Twisted are his ways, and tonight he shall appear. With your scent, he'll never stop. He'll tear you flesh from bone. But if so selfish you want to live, give a friend's life for your own.
Madam, would you mind if I made a suggestion?
Not at all, Mary Beth.
For this spell, do you think it's too broad?
What do you mean?
We're writing it to bring torment, correct? To use against our enemies. Should it not then be more twisted? the way that this demon appears.
What do you have in mind?
It needs to be personal. It needs to cut deep in the hearts of those we send him after. Perhaps he appears through
Your joy. With that, our incantation is complete. Kerbis is our weapon. We will use him to wage war on those who oppress this town.
What was that?
Run!
Madam Oak, what is happening?
I don't know, Mary Beth.
I thought we could control him. I wasn't even supposed to summon him. I thought it required a sacrifice.
We were wrong.
What say you?
I don't think the incantation worked as intended. Instead of summoning him on others, we summoned him on us.
Hey! Jesus Christ, who the hell are you?
I thought it could only come.
We were too close. We've summoned him on the entire town. Demon! Here!
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what do we think of that, folks?
Yeah.
Let's get the music kicked back on. Oh, it's my song too.
Tom and Nikki said, did you say that this was the 6th one? Then watch the rest of them tomorrow. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you guys need to check it out. This was the 6th installment to the Tales of the Book of Kerbis. It's been a heck of a ride for these folks who've been watching along. I realized Saber died too, mid-scene there. But yeah, so they have 5 other ones. This was the last one to it. And this actually, I don't know if I want to spoil anything. I don't know if Southridge wants to go ahead and say this basically. But yeah, so this is the 6th installment. And of course, they have bigger things after this too that this all leads up into. But if you guys know, this was shot at Sir Henry's Haunted Trail. So if you guys know Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, all those scenes were shot there, which was really neat. And being able to be there at Sir Henry's, we've been going for, I think, past couple of months now. We've been going to Sir Henry's and doing some of these scenes and stuff. And it's been fantastic. And to be out there in the middle of the night. The only thing that sucks about being at Sir Henry's is the mosquitoes. Holy smokes. The mosquitoes is the only terrible thing. But I can tell you what, they, especially for this year's event, Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, you know, they've already announced they're doing a haunted hayride, and we're not going to spoil anything, but I just want to let you guys know that this year's looking to be pretty freaking sweet at Sir Henry's. Like they have a lot of things they're working on, so that's all I'm going to say about that.
You said you could talk about it.
Oh, sweet. So Southridge Films, this is the 6th installment, so this is the final chapter to their Tales of the Book of Kerbis, which then actually leads into the full-length feature film that they have that they're going to get distributed out later this year. And so those stories actually lead into the major film that they have. And then, well, we're going to have to figure out how to get you guys to watch that one because it'll tell you more about it coming up. But it's super cool, and it was an honor to be on set with these guys.
If you guys want to drop your where people can find you and everything in the chat, feel free to use this time to promote yourselves.
For what?
To Southridge.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Where can people find you?
Yeah. Southridge, let them know. Obviously, Southridge Films, check them out on YouTube. And they're also known as the Pumpkin Man Film. Check them out on Instagrams, too. You know, you got Ryan, Janae, and Nick. Those are your main trio right there who's spearheading it. And, of course, everybody else who's helped out and stuff. Yeah.
And I think I heard you guys are doing some conventions soon. So you can, drop in there what conventions you'll be at. If anybody is in the area and wants to go. And
like I said, we'll probably go ahead and have the. I'll definitely be able to get in contact with Ryan and Janae, and hopefully we can get the old dinosaur of Nick, get him to come out, and we'll try to do a whole show and maybe even talk about the process of filming those episodes, especially their main full-length feature film and the whole process of that. And we'll talk obviously some HHN stuff with them because they're big fans of HHN too.
We'll be at Spooky Empire next weekend, which we will be at Spooky Empire next weekend as well. So.
Yeah,
actually, well, at least Friday.
Yeah, just Friday. Yeah. We just got our tickets. Obviously, the HHN panel is going to be there.
So we had to go.
We have to be there. So, but anyways, yeah. Hey, first of all, I want to say to the chat, thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching the video and stuff. They worked really hard, and it came out to be much better than I even thought it was going to be. It was fantastic. And I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching and giving them support. And I saw Tom and Nikki said just subscribe. We appreciate that. All of that stuff means a lot, especially with the smaller haunt community and smaller channels. Try to help one another, you know. Try to make a name for ourselves. All right, so anyways, Kerbis. So yeah, if you guys are gonna go to Spooky Empire, Kerbis will be there in costume, so you actually get to meet Kerbis, and he's what, like 7-8 foot tall dude.
Fred asked where is Spooky Empire being held this year, and I think it's the DoubleTree.
Yeah, across from Universal. Yeah. Different location than the previous one.
I'm excited.
We're just gonna show up. Well, we're gonna go for the panel. But what might happen is that we go and we look at all the vendors and we spend a lot of money like we did last time on some artwork. If Crypticats is there, yeah, we spent a lot of money last time. We weren't even expecting to spend a dime.
We'll see.
So we'll see how it is. So, anyways, I think my headphones are starting to go off. They're starting to die and stuff. We have a lightsaber dead. I don't think we're going to stay long enough for that light to die. But that's going to pretty much get here to the closing of our live stream here. Just something that we wanted to put together. We were supposed to have this last Tuesday, and I do want to apologize. We've just gotten so busy with a lot of things we've gotten behind.
Our fridge also broke, and Tuesday maintenance decided to come in.
Yeah, the replacement of the fridge ended up bleeding into our live stream time, but we needed a new fridge because unfortunately, we lost a lot of groceries overnight, which is just a bummer. But yeah, we're having car issues. We're having fridge issues. We're behind on filming, and we have our other jobs that we have to do. And it's just like there's not enough time in the day to do anything. It's crazy. I don't know why it's like that right now, but that's life. Just got to get through. And to be honest, you guys are helping us out because we look forward to doing this. So, yeah, you guys are incredible. Also, hello from, I see Phil Block. Hello from Haunted Hollow Scream Park. Well, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Towards the end of the live stream, but you know, hey, what's up? How you guys doing? Also, Jim Daniels again. It's not a stream without Jim. $20 with the Hondo Treat Fund. My man. I know you guys were joking around saying if Hondo showed up, but it would have been cool if we saw Hondo pop up. I do have some ideas where he might, in one of our videos down the road, he might pop up to be something. We'll see. If he cooperates. It's hard to get him to cooperate when we do filming. Yeah. We've done this so many times with him, it's never worked. So, but Jim, my man, thank you again for the 20, and thanks for being here tonight. We'll keep up with you. We got lots to talk about. We have lots to talk about with that man. All right, so anyways, big shout out everybody. I'm gonna put Southridge up here. Thank you everyone who stuck around to watch. We really appreciate it. Fantastic folks, and like I said, we'll probably do some in the future with them. So thanks so much again for letting us show that, guys, and for having us on board.
Hondo's upstairs. He's in his crate in the air conditioning. It's
Yeah, he's
hot in
chilling.
here.
Yeah, it's hot. We don't have AC in this garage.
Jan, stop.
For the Brian and Steph treat fun. Even though Steph can't really eat anything yet.
2 weeks.
I do want to say this. I want to put out there. I'm not really the person, and Steph and I, we don't really want to promote this and stuff. But Steph is doing her, bikini competition and all that stuff. She does bodybuilding and all. And, I'm not trying to put it out there because, there's some weirdos in the world. But she's been working really hard for it. And I'm extremely proud of her. And we're literally 2 weeks away from her having her competition. And, we're like, come on, baby, go get it. So it's just excited because when this is over, we can finally eat. We can have groceries in the house.
Maybe.
I'm losing my mind, guys.
No, I buy you groceries. Don't make people think that I'm making you starve. I made him waffles for breakfast.
I'll tell you one thing that's weird is the fact that anything I do eat, I can't eat it unless Stephanie sniffs it.
Oh, first meal right after the competition, we have reservations for Cowfish at
Yeah.
City Walk.
You go
Because
City
it
Walk.
is in, it's right by Universal, the competition is.
Yeah.
So I already picked out everything I want. I have 3 appetizers picked out.
Yeah, we might even stop at Red Oven on the way to
I
Cowfish
really want pizza.
and get pizza. That's
And
gonna
then-
be a dangerous
and
night.
then voodoo donuts.
Oof. Oof. We're gonna be in a coma.
Were they cauliflower
coma.
waffles? No, they were.
Actually, the Eggos. I've been in a weird crave for certain foods lately that I've been. This is gonna sound weird, like childhood foods that I used to eat when I was a kid. I've been craving. I've just been going with that,
You
like
know what
Uncrustables,
sounds really good?
Eggos.
Yeah,
So-
we did Uncrustables. Those like toaster strudels.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Those are so
See,
good.
all right. I gotta hit the gym. If not, I'm gonna be doing the dad bod competition coming up.
Yeah.
But anyways, Jim Daniels again, my man, with the 50. Brian and Steph Tree Fund. Thanks again for everything. We appreciate it.
Those competition treats.
Yeah. There you go. I'm excited for that. Artemis, by the way, I just want to put out there, Artemis, if you're listening to this, I know you are. You just put this out here. We've been thinking about you. Because I know that's so weird, but in the past few live streams, we didn't see your name pop up. Like, where's Artemis? And sure enough, as soon as I say that, you sent us a message just like that.
Yeah, like a sticker.
And I was like, it was crazy. No, it was like, it was like in one of our like posts,
Yeah.
our community posts. You sent something, and I was like, Artemis the Dolphin's back. And you have no idea how like excited that made me because we're like, where's our HHN Dolphin? But anyways, Artemis with the 1999. Good luck, Stephanie. Let's go, Steph. Right?
Thank you. I did also start a YouTube channel for it, just to document like show day and everything. And if you guys wanna, like, it's all just fitness stuff, so it's nothing HHN or spooky. So you don't have to follow it. It might be kind of boring to people who aren't like into bodybuilding.
Go give the world, the woman some love. Go show if she wants it. Like I said, this is why it gets a little weird. It's the bikini competition, so it's like.
Brian feels weird about it. I don't.
If
I
Steph's
just
open,
see it
look,
as, like, it's just muscle.
Yeah, I support my woman, but it's just I don't want any weirdos, Lucky, that's my woman, This is my holy grail. I have to protect her and all. But it's a competition, It's like the Arnold, So maybe it's time for me to go and pump up, The CIA's got me pushing too many pencils.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, go show the kid some love. She's been working really freaking hard, and we're proud of her. So, and I'm just excited for her to be able to. She looks like bone. So, like, if we can get past this, she can bulk up, and she can be like the real muscle, real American machine, ready to pump you up.
Okay.
All right, I get excited. My bad. Whatever. All right. Anyways, I think we're gonna be wrapping it up here in a second, guys. I realize we're at 69 likes. Like I asked for 75. We're 6 away. Who has not done their job? Hondo.
I thought you said 50.
No, I said 75.
So the name of the channel, by the way, is just Stephanie Smith Fit.
Steph from Orlando. You should have done Steph from Orlando.
No.
It's a missed opportunity
I
there.
guess I should have done that. I just kept it basic. But I also will put the link for it in my Instagram bio. And my Instagram is just Stephanie Smith Fit.
Yeah. Also, USMC said, holla at me, Brian. I'll pull arms out of sockets like Wookiee style if you need me to.
Yeah.
Hey, will do, my man. You'll be the first person I call up. Also, I just want to put this out there. would you guys be interested in? So I don't know if this is safe for me to even say, but you know what? I don't do things safe. We do things as a risk. Stephanie, she started her business with doing no, okay, never mind. Just like that. All right. Just like that. It's okay. But if you guys would be interested in signing up, Steph might start her business. We'll see. Anyways, also, I'm seeing everybody say this. Hold on, what's going on?
Oh,
I need you.
20.
No
gifted
way.
memberships.
Jim, you did not. No, Jim, no. I can't see it on my screen, which drives me nuts. But on the screen over here, and from what everybody's saying and what I'm getting notifications with, Jim Daniels. I'm telling you, he is our executive producer. That man he runs the show. With a 20 gifted memberships. Like, holy smokes. 20 gifted. Here, let me see this. I'm gonna read off who all got involved in this. Hufflepuff, Nick Rome, Southridge Films, MMA HHN Junkie 9, Adam Smith, Mallory G, Chris Dustin, already part of it, Chris Dustin, Diana Mickelson, Sarah Rose, Aura Darling, Robert Norris, Amy Bravo, India, Deadshot Daiquiri, Zoe Power. Hey, by the way, Zoe, if you're listening to this right now, if you guys don't know Zoe Power, she was one of our first giveaway winners back in 2021. I don't forget that. Zoe Powers, remember her. Santa Ben, Trace N, Chris Carr, Grazi, my man Grazi, Cartier, Michelle W, and I think that's it. I want to make sure it's at 20, right? Right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Jeez. Everybody, hey, just say thank you to Jim. Big thank you to Jim. This guy is just too kind, too nice. Halloween Junkie, Artemis. Also, big shout out to Legion of Doom from early on and stuff. Shout out to all of you guys. You guys literally are the reason why Steph and I still continue to do this and stuff. We enjoy it and it's fun, but to be able to just have a community that's just freaking fantastic. It's the best one in the world. We have a blast, guys. Honestly, we can't thank you enough. And Jim, that's too kind of you, but seriously, thank you. Everybody, big thank you to Jim. Jim, 20 gifted. Holy smokes.
Now
We gotta make a new outro now with new names. We might have to expand it again too.
Yeah.
We'll have to start doing some new ones and stuff. But I think we're gonna be wrapping it up here and stuff on that high note from Mr. JD.
Yeah.
And everything. So thank you so much, guys. Thanks so much, guys, for joining us in tonight's live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the video that we put out earlier today and all that.
15-minute long video where we broke everything down.
The entire Legend Exposed Halloween Horror Nights. We got you. So check that out if you guys haven't. If so, we appreciate you guys watching it. We seriously appreciate all the love and support you guys have been giving us on the channel recently. The channel's been doing great. And, as a content creator, in a sense, like when you see your baby, doing well and stuff, it feels good, it really does. And I think more than anything, it not only does it feel good, but it inspires and excites you to just keep creating more and more. So we have a good time with it. We enjoy it. It's all thanks to you guys. We can't be doing this without y'all. But we'll be keeping in touch with you guys soon. Members, we have something we might be creating for y'all shortly. We have more community posts and things we want to engage and talk about and work on, and we want to just keep
in the Discord.
Yeah, we're going to be getting that Discord here soon, and we want to be able to expand as much as we can so we can just do all the different fun stuff that we can with you guys and create more and more content, because the closer we get to HHN, I promise you, especially when we get into July and August, it's going to be minimum of maybe 1 or 2 videos a week, a live stream a week, and then we're going to have some fun Discord stuff for our members and stuff. So it's just going to ramp up from here.
We're excited.
It's great, man. This HHN is going to be looking really good, and it is looking good because I'm going to be there.
Fun Guy Gamer said let him know if we need any assistance with the Discord. We definitely will.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll let you know. Yeah, more than likely we will. So what we'll do is in the community post, we'll go ahead and put a little chat thing in the community post and stuff, and we'll let the brains discuss it out. We'll see how we kind of go around and create it, and we'll start doing that. Let's plan for how about next week, right? Let's say next week. or maybe even tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah.
I work all weekend and stuff from before the sun goes up and after the sun sets, so I won't even be home. So that might be some stuff we'll take over with you guys. And then I don't know, should we do a live stream Tuesday? I feel like Tuesday is so short from now. I think it's too close. I think what we might end up doing is we might take next week off. I'm expecting for us to get an announcement next week, hopefully. But we might take next week off from a live stream, so no live stream Tuesday. Let's say that. Now, if we do decide to do a live stream, of course, we'll notify you guys. But let me get the calendar out before I screw up here. Mark down on your calendar, guys. The 23rd, Tuesday the 23rd, we'll do a live stream that night for sure. And what I'm hoping is we have a announcement next week, and that'll lead into us creating a video, which will then lead to us having a live stream the next Tuesday. So that'll be a big live stream. We'll get together if we have an announcement. If not, we'll do that. And hopefully, if we get an announcement next week, we'll have an announcement video. But the week after that, hopefully we can have a video set and ready for you guys to see, because that weekend we're going to take off. Obviously, that's Stephanie's competition. So we'll probably we'll be doing the HHN panel next Friday. I forgot. So we might do a little video on that to release the next week for you guys to take a look at and stuff. And then we'll take that weekend off. And then once the competition's done, we'll hop back into it. How does that sound, guys? That sounds like a plan?
Yeah.
Hope so, because that's what we're going with.
Thrills Taste Travels said pizza fries after the competition. I wish that they had. I wish HHN was like now, so I could just go like eat all the HHN food. I want to No Chance in Hell PB&J.
Oh, we got the Uncrustable. Just got to deep fry it and put a bunch of honey.
So good. All
right. With that being said, guys, that's going to do it for us in tonight's video. Got to talk about the little video that HHN put, the little text thing. We went ahead and discussed some of the rumors, things. I don't even know if we discussed the rumors or anything like that. But
yeah, the little like text thing.
All I'm going to say is, in every single video that we've had this year, we have hinted at a house that is coming to the event. And I don't know if anybody said it, but do your research. Because in last year, I did a live stream and I said, our videos serve a purpose more than just the video. We tell stories, folks. Sometimes I get lucky. But this year, in every single video, we've been kind of dropping a hint. I want to see if you guys get it. So, and no, it's not about the light box. It doesn't have to do with that one. So, anyways, that's going to be it for us, guys. Wish you guys the best. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday evening. And shout out to the people at Southbridge Films for allowing us to show a little short film. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. But until the next video and until that next stream coming up on the 23rd, I guess that's going to do it for us in tonight. And like always, we'll catch you guys in the fog.